since there's no ending, one of the challenges I think is when do you move on? I'm sure you guys have this issue over in Orval too. Like when you're like, okay, we're done with this, you know, because you're never done. You can always build another house or plant another field or upgrade the road, you know. How do you know when to end?
Right. No, I definitely understand that. For me, I think as far as that goes, whenever I get to the point where I am no longer feeling inspired in that area, like I don't see anything else that for us, because we're building a game. If I don't see anything else that's going to add to the game of that area, I'm like, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to move on to a new area. Right.
I think the challenging part for building like a city that you know other people are going to be walking around in is not the fun stuff, you know, not like the churches or the guilds or the castles. Isn't that's fun? It's when you think about the population of the city and how many houses you need.
Right.
Because it's a lot, you know. You think like, okay, this city has, you know, 10,000 people, right? That's not even a huge city. I mean, maybe it is by medieval standards, but you know, 10,000 people. That is so many houses. That's so. That would be like the biggest city I've ever seen in Minecraft, and that's not, you know, that's not 300,000 people. That's just like it's really hard whenever I get to the real grindy part of just like, okay, we got to grind out like 100 houses here, guys. Let's go, you know.
Right. No, I definitely understand. That kind of reminds me of there was a build that I did back years and years ago. I did a dwarven build on the Xbox 360 where I basically went inside this mountain and just carved it out and started building, you know, houses and stuff inside the mountain. And it got to the point where I was just like, the population is so huge that I started basically creating just backdrops of fake houses that you couldn't even go into. But it looked full and it looked appealing to the eye. I mean, of course, there was some that you could go into, but a lot of them you couldn't go into them. It was just there for aesthetics.
Right. Well, I think that's why. Well, I kind of interrupted myself because I asked you what Orval is, but I think that's maybe the difference between Orval and here is like Orval, because you guys are making a map that other people are going to be playing an immersive survival thing. You have to have every interior done. Every house has to have. It has to be really finished because people are going to be walking into that house. I won't lie. On Bastion, there are houses that you open the door and it is immediately a dirt wall. Like it's like one block inside. It's a dirt wall. You know, because it's just the reality. And then there's the YouTube side of things as well. There's, you know, you can only show building more medieval houses so many episodes in a row before your audience checks out, you know, so you got to try to figure out how to mix it up a little bit. And we're all YouTubers or Twitch streamers or whatever. So I think that there are limits on what we can ask our audience to deal with, you know?
No, definitely. People don't want to see the same stuff kind of rehashed over and over and over. Right. It does tend to get a little bit old. So kind of moving on here a little bit. Now, I'm assuming everybody's heard of Hightail.
Oh, yeah.
How do you think that game is going to affect the Minecraft community?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I think everyone for the most part is really excited about playing it. I might be the least excited person to play it. And I'll be honest, maybe some of that is worry of what it's going to do to the realm that I run. You know, if the population might flee, I don't think that'll happen. I don't see that happening. There have been a lot of Minecraft killers, so-called, or World of Warcraft killers before, and yet they continue to dominate. So. I don't know. It looks very intriguing. Gameplay will really matter. Lag and FPS will matter if they can get those things under control. Well, we're struggling hard with lag these days in 1.14. You know, everyone is.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've noticed that a lot here recently. Playing on the realm, lag has been a huge issue. Yeah,
it's a real problem. You know, and so we don't know. You know, I think Mojang. I try to not complain ever about them because the reality is we're getting updates all the time. Well, not as often as maybe some of us would like, but we're getting frequent updates on a 10-year-old game that we paid for once. That never happens. You know, that's never happened before that I know of. You know, I mean, World of Warcraft updates still, but you're paying $15 a month to play that or whatever, you know.
You're paying $15 a month plus every time they come out with a new expansion, you're paying another like 40, 50 bucks, however much it is.
Exactly. And these other games might be free to play, but there's microtransactions that they're still having income coming in. You know, Mojang, although they're still selling new copies of Minecraft as people get different devices or whatever, but still, I've only bought it technically twice. I've only bought it twice, and I'm still getting updates. So I'm not going to complain. But that being said, this update and the last update have some real serious lag issues that I would like to see hammered down. And I'm sure they're working as hard as you can on it. But I don't know if maybe we're reaching, who knows? I don't know anything about it, but maybe are we reaching the end of what this can handle with the way the code is? Does this need a Minecraft 2? I don't know where the lag is. I'm sure if they could fix it, they would have fixed it. So I don't know what the problem is. But hopefully it gets resolved. If the lag is still really bad, and if Hytale comes out and doesn't have any lag, I don't think that'll be a real good thing for Minecraft.
Absolutely. I was kind of the same way. I was pretty skeptical, or pretty much kind of a hater. Whenever I saw Hytale coming out, I was like, oh, here we go. This is going to be the killer. This is going to be the one. So, and I know a lot of people on our Discord for Orifal have talked about like, oh man, when Hytale comes out, I don't know if I'm going to be here anymore. And it's something that's kind of worried us. You know, we've been working on this thing for years and years now, trying to get Orifal out. So hopefully that's not, you know, not the case. Hopefully Minecraft still kind of prevails, or at least, you know, still does quite well to keep people intrigued and interested in it. But back to more of the topic of Minecraft itself. How do you feel about Minecraft Earth? Like that's a new thing coming out.
Yeah, you know, I was not interested at all in it when I first saw it. Not even at all. Like I never was into Pokemon at all, so I never played the Pokemon Go or anything. I aged out a little bit of that. I'm quite elderly by Minecraft standards, but I don't know. It looked a little bit more interesting. The fact that I saw there are builds inside, it wasn't just going out and finding mobs or animals or something, which I kind of suspected maybe it was initially. I don't know. I don't think it's for me, but I could see a lot of people playing it.
Yeah, oh no, definitely. I think I'm not sure what it's going to be for, because I'll be honest with you, I did get into the Pokemon Go about a year and a half after it became big. I was like, I'm not going to play it. It's not my thing. And then finally, you know, eventually my buddy talked me into it and I checked it out. Became addicted to it for a little while. So I'm hoping that this is one of those things that I'm going to get into and that I'm not going to hate. But at the same time, I'm a little skeptical with just what I've seen of the game, because again, it does kind of look like a Pokemon Go kind of thing, where you're not really able to go out, and from what I can tell, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it looks like you're pretty much just building your little base and then people can come visit it. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know what the gameplay is gonna be like. I live in circumstances that don't allow me to necessarily go out. So if you have to go out and get things or whatever outside, like I'm a dad of 2 kids, which I watch every day during the day, and then at nighttime I go and play gigs and work at night. So it's not like I can just go out and look for things or go for long walks with my phone out. You know what I mean? So I think I live in a set of circumstances that are not going to really permit me to play it. Plus, I have such little free time to record and things like that essentially all of my like quote unquote free time, all of it, the second I get 10 minutes to myself, I sit down at the computer and try to knock out a clip. Because if I don't, I won't keep up with the schedule, you know? So I think that that might be a thing where people who are out and have their phone handy and things like that a little bit more than me can play it a little bit more often.
Right, no, definitely. So as far as your channel goes and everything, do you have any kind of upcoming builds or anything that you'd like to kind of discuss that are going to be coming out soon?
Well, on July 1st, the Realm of Vastin, which if you don't know what that is, what the Realm of Vastin is, it's a all community resources server. So no one owns anything outside of your own tools or whatever, and we all build in survival all together, and we build all in one kingdom, and then as a group we pick up and we move to another kingdom. So we're actually starting season 4. Season 4 is in the same world, it's just starting a new kingdom. And so we're starting a new world, or new season in July 1st in like, 4 days from now that we're recording this. And awesome. It's very fun. We have about 30 YouTubers or streamers signed on for this season. And then we also have another thing called Vastin Dimensions, which is for non-YouTubers. So, because a lot of people who watch Vastin, they want to participate, but we have had to make Realm of Vastin for content creators only. So we opened up a second one, which is basically is an alternate timeline theory. So,
oh, interesting.
As if like maybe the South won the Civil War, you know, or something like that. Like in our world, it's in their world. Season 4 is going to be like, okay, so we're at war with the Nether in the realm of Aslan. That's kind of the overarching story. And in their version of the timeline, the Nether has all but won. It's going very poorly for man. So they're going to be building man's last stand this season, where they're all working together and they're building man's last civilization in the world. It's very cool. They're amazing builders. The only reason why they're not on Realm of Aslan is just because generally they're not content creators, you know, and we had to sort of make a division there. But it's amazing. It's been really fun. And I love the idea of me building a church right next to, you know, Mythical Sausage building a house right next to Klautos building a mansion right next to, you know, I love that idea, and working together, doing a lot of collaborations and all that kind of stuff. So it's very fun. It's very fun, and hopefully people enjoy watching it.